Buenos dias from Greenway Parks. This is the Rorschach Spain update from the 24th of April, 2025. Quick summary of what's going down in Spain. Start things off this week with Spain's reaction to the passing of the Pope. Spain declared a 3-day national mourning period from Tuesday the 22nd to Thursday the 24th, honoring Pope Francis, who passed away on Easter Monday. During this period, public celebrations, including festivals, are canceled. Flags were flown at half-mast. Media focus shifts to honor the deceased. Felix Bolaños, Minister of the Presidency, emphasized the Pope's efforts to fight inequality and injustice, his support for migrants and war victims, and his affection for Spain as the Catholic Church's first Pope from South America. In other news, in April, Spain introduced a new law requiring all public and private primary and secondary schools to serve healthier meals as part of an effort to combat childhood obesity. Under the new law, which passed with royal decree on Wednesday the 16th, schools must provide fruit and vegetables every day and fish at least once a week, along with vegetarian and vegan options by September. At least 45% of the produce must be seasonal and ideally locally sourced, with 5% being organic. Sugary drinks are now banned, and limits are set on caffeine, fats, and salt. Fried foods must be cooked in olive or sunflower oil, and processed items like pizzas and pies prepared outside of school can only be served once a month. Keeping with health news, on Monday the 21st, news outlet El Diario reported that Spain's national court confirmed workers can take their full 5-day paid leave to care for seriously ill or hospitalized relatives, even if the doctors discharge the patients from the hospital early. Courts emphasized that if a doctor recommends home rest, workers can continue using their leave. Workers' union CCOO brought the case in 2024 after a food company stated the leave ended when the patient left the hospital. This ruling enforces a 2023 labor law update that expanded paid force majeure leave and caregiver benefits. This is one of the first times the law has been put into practice since its enactment. Looking ahead to the near future, your body could become your wallet as Spain plans to roll out biometric payments, letting people pay using fingerprints, facial recognition, or eye scans by 2026. Banks and major retailers are already developing the system, which will remove the need for cards, phones, or PINs. Users will register their biometric data, likely through a banking app, and pay at participating stores with a quick body part scan. Despite raising some privacy concerns, many experts consider biometric data more secure as it's more unique and harder to steal. In fact, Visa surveyed consumers in December 2024 and found that nearly 50% of Spaniards trust biometric data more than cards or mobile payments, and over a third are ready to adopt it within 5 years. Supermarkets, pharmacies, and local shops will lead the rollout, marking a major step in payment tech. Yikes. From biometrics to an age-old problem, Sevilla is facing a surge in rat infestation. Residents spotting rodents climbing trees from their windows. Mayor José Luis Sanz announced a €500,000 rat control plan in September 2023, but the city has not finalized the contract, so the issue continues to grow, especially in older areas like San Pablo San Cuesta, which suffers most due to poor infrastructure in nearby wild spaces. Despite the city assuring that there was a 30% drop in incidents in early 2025, consumer group Facua has logged infestations in over 20 streets and says that it will only get worse as the weather gets warmer. Still in Sevilla, the state-owned train company RENFE has launched a new direct AVE high-speed train service connecting Barcelona in the city, eliminating the need to transfer in Madrid and significantly reducing travel time. Trains started taking this new route on Wednesday the 23rd, which runs daily in both directions. The fastest journey takes just 5 hours and 48 minutes, with key stops including Córdoba in the south, Zaragoza in the northeast, and Tarragona on the eastern coast. With transfers, the journey sometimes takes around an hour more. Next up, some new plans for NATO's spending budget. On Tuesday the 22nd, Spain unveiled a €10.5 billion plan to meet NATO's 2% GDP defense spending target, fast-tracking its original 2029 pledge to this coming year. While speaking at a conference, President Pedro Sánchez outlined the security and defense plan that he will be putting forward to help Spain meet its 2% NATO spending target by 2025. Fast-track investment prompted by pressure from NATO and the U.S. will focus on telecommunications, cybersecurity, military equipment to counter threats like cyber attacks, disinformation, and infrastructure sabotage. Despite criticism from many within his coalition, Sanchez has assured the public that the increased defense funding will not lead to higher taxes or cuts to social services. Keeping with the security news, as part of Sanchez's commitment to defense, the Spanish government also announced on Tuesday the 22nd that it would invest around 3 billion euros to create a digital shield to defend against cyber attacks, modernizing encrypted telecommunication systems, boosting satellite radar and antenna capabilities, and improving both military and civilian cybersecurity. Government hopes the new plan will prevent up to 1,000 annual cyber attacks from targeting critical infrastructure and essential services such as hospitals, airports, and power grids. Now, a reminder for drivers in Spain, also important info for tourists or new residents. There are 3 essential documents you have to carry while driving in Spain: your driver's license, a vehicle registration certificate, and an ETV, or Ficha Técnica Certificado, which confirms your car has passed its technical inspection. All documents must be valid and either original or certified copies, no photocopies. Forgetting any of these could lead to fines, towing, or further legal issues, whether you're a resident or just driving or renting a car. So make sure you check the glove box before you drive off. For people living in Spain who prefer things a little more digital, you can upload your driver's license and vehicle registration to the official miDGT app. More information, link in the show notes. Now for a bovine calamity in northern Spain. In the rural Basque country, towns of Carranza and Lanestosa, residents finally got power back on Monday the 20th after a cow brought telecommunications to a standstill after getting tangled in a low-hanging fiber optic cable, snapping the line and cutting service for a week. The incident has since gone viral on Spanish social media as residents in the affected areas, particularly elderly citizens, were left isolated since many don't have mobiles. Area suffers frequent service outages due to poor maintenance of aging copper cables and collapsing telephone poles. Locals have accused Telefónica, the only telecom provider in the region, of doing nothing, calling the frequent service outages a case of institutional neglect. On Friday the 18th, Spain's popular naturalist and TV presenter Frank Cuesta was hospitalized in Thailand after a spitting cobra sprayed venom in his face. On Monday the 21st, his partner Paloma Ramon confirmed on social media that he's been discharged and is receiving eye treatment after the incident, which could have caused serious health risks like blindness and severe inflammation. Latest incident adds to a tough period for Cuesta, including legal issues over alleged illegal animal possession, a lawsuit from his ex-wife, a previous injury from a deer at his wildlife sanctuary, including a break from YouTube due to well-earned emotional exhaustion. And finally, an interesting story about Chinese-owned businesses in Spain undergoing major transformation. For over 20 years, Chinese-owned businesses have been associated with low-cost bazaars which sell almost anything you could think of. However, according to the Union of Professionals and Self-Employed Workers, this might be shifting because of changing consumer habits, like shopping online, and the decline of traditional small retail. Many Chinese entrepreneurs are shifting to services, launching salons, tech shops, eateries, travel agencies, and language academies. Chinese community remains pretty unique in Spain for having more self-employed individuals than salaried workers. Roughly 66,000 Chinese individuals are registered as autónomas, making 14% of all foreign self-employed workers. And that's it for this week. Thank you for joining us. Got any feedback? Send us an email at info@rorschach.com. Help us make these updates better. Hasta la próxima.